Hey Merfolk fans, I'm Joe. Thanks very much for joining me today. If you'd like to support my channel, please check the link above to my Patreon page. So the last time you guys saw me, I was doing a sideboard guide, sort of a guide that explained the overarching philosophy behind how to sideboard in different types of aggressive matchups, sort of as MTG Top 8 classifies it. That includes everything from like Affinity to Jund. I hope you guys found that video useful. I didn't go ahead and do the control and combo sideboarding strategy guide just because I knew that there's going to be a pretty big shift in the deck soon, and I kind of wanted to wait for that to happen before doing more sideboarding strategy guides. So I am here today. That big shift has happened, and if I scroll down a little bit, you can see what it is. Yes, it is the addition of Merfolk Trickster. I just bought these cards online last night, or I guess I should say I traded for them. I traded some tickets. This is blue, 2/2 with flash. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. It loses all abilities until the end of turn. So this thing is designed to eat Tarmogoyfs. It turns them into 0/1s. If a Tarmogoyf attacks, you can flash this guy in, make the Goyf into a 0/1, and just eat it. It has that effect on some other creatures too. It can just kill Master of Ethereum, making it into a 0/0. And in general, just taps things down. Has flash, can do a lot of tricks, hence the name Merfolk Trickster. So extremely excited about the addition of this card to the deck. So I thought that I would go ahead and run a live league with you guys and sort of see how the new card performs. At the strategy guide that I did, or in it, my sideboard was exactly the same, actually. It has changed a whole bunch over the last month or so, but it ultimately sort of came back to where it started. I had at one point 4 Ceremonious Rejections recently, because there's so much Tron, Eldrazi, and artifacts around. But Trickster is going to help artifact matchups, namely Affinity, should also help like Eldrazi Tron a bit, just by tapping down their creatures and helping our attacks. So I think it's more important to sort of hedge on the side of 4 Deprives rather than 4 Ceremonious Rejections, just because Deprive is our answer to such a broad range of things, from Titan Shift to just, helping the control matchups and other combo matchups. So I've got 4 Deprive. That card's been doing really well for me. 2 Echoing Truths and 2 Dismembers, and then 4 Relics. The 2 Echoing Truths are actually supplementing a singleton Echoing Truth I have in the main, and a singleton Vapor Snag in the main. Bounce effects feel really strong right now with Hollow One doing really well in the format. If they throw a bunch of Hollow Ones down, Echoing Truth is a really clean answer. Get them back in their hand, make them have to work really hard to get the Hollow Ones back out onto the table. And Vapor Snag is just another 1-drop in the deck. If we don't have a Cursecatcher or a Vial, just playing an island, passing the turn, letting them play a Dork, and then Vapor Snagging it gives us a pretty large tempo advantage. So I've been enjoying the singleton Vapor Snag. Again, these singletons are not sort of standing totally alone. They support one another as bounce effects, and then you also have the bounce effects of the 4 Harbingers, and of course the tapping effects of the Tricksters. So these are all just ways to interact with creatures in Modern. Of course, Echoing Truth is a way to interact with non-creature things also, like Worship or Ensnaring Bridge. In order to make room for the new Tricksters, I had to cut some cards, and what I decided to go with for now is trimming 2 Reejereys. Reason being is that while extremely powerful, and the opponents really have to answer this guy, it is just a 2/2 as a 3-drop, and it can pretty regularly get bolted or pushed and sort of set us back a little bit on our tempo. And I cut 2 of my flex slots. Before, if you recall, I was running 4 Spell Pierce. And I trimmed 2 of those, changed the remaining 2 to Echoing Truth and Snag, and then trimmed 2 Reejereys. So that's that. I've added 1 Cavern of Souls. I felt pretty solid on my mana for Deprive, and I have seen some counterspells in the format. So I decided to go back up to 2. That could easily go back down to 1 if I find problems with the mana for Deprive. So yeah, that's enough of the description on the deck. I'm packing the 4 Tricksters. I am excited to jump into a league. So let's go ahead. There's going to be play lobby. Leagues. All right, this is a fresh league. I have not played a single round. And now we wait. Let's see how long it'll take. Hopefully not too long. In the meantime, all right, that didn't take too long. Go ahead and join the match. I'll do my best to not punt for you guys. All right. We're on the draw. We're going to hit other merfolk. I think this is a keep. I like Vial. Let's see what the opponent is doing. If it's Jund, then we're pretty set. Master of Waves is really good. Doesn't look like Jund. And Vapor Snag doesn't seem very good against blue-white. But at least it wasn't a land. We didn't really want lands here. Oh, they didn't crack that land. Is this Jeskai? In which case, I'm very happy to have my AEther Vial because of Spell Queller. At this point, the opponent is fully aware that I'm on Merfolk. I feel like a lot of times I'm able to sort of bluff that what deck I'm on just by running out Island. Okay, so we're drawing some gas. I think I might just run out the Harbinger here. They're not going to have a ton of targets for us to bounce, I don't think. And if he's going to counter or bolt something, I'd rather Harbinger take it than the Lord. He's going to crack and Monoleak, or does he not care about the Harbinger? Oh, all right. Could see a Bolt, could see Lightning Helix. Okay, Bolt. Still wants to draw land, it looks like. Oh, maybe not. Alright, is this Blue Moon or... Oh. No white mana, so we might not be well set up in game 1 against whatever this is, since we don't have any counterspell effects except for Cursecatcher. Is this guy gonna... Is this like Kiki? Kiki Pestermite? Definitely not Jeskai. We are going to use AEther Vial's ability. Not sure what this guy's doing here. Land would be good, I guess. Alright, so we don't really have many choices here. Okay. Snapcaster Bolt. Alright, so it looks like this is probably Blue Moon. I expect to get through the breach Emrakul here. That's fine. We can't save him with our other Lord. So Trickster will help against Emrakul if we can draw it. Okay, I'm going to let him attack with Snapcaster. We're going to take it. And we are going to tick up AEther Vial, even though we have a ton of 2-drops in the deck. We've got 3 Master of Waves in hand, and yeah. If we draw into Trickster after... what is this? Alright. Electrolyze is fair. Opponent gets to keep drawing cards. Alright, we don't really have choices, guys. I'm going to hit this Lighthouse. Establish some devotion for Master of Waves. And yeah, well, not drawing super well against this particular deck right now. If he has a land and through the breach, I'm tapped out, so... well, he's going straight to combat, so I don't think we'll see Emrakul this time. See if we can get the opponent to do anything by bluffing AEther Vial. I don't think they would respond in any way, but we're already ahead on time, so we're not really worried about that. Opponent's on 4 cards in hand, 5 lands on the board. Alright, and we get to start going for Master of Waves, unless he's going to like Kiki my AEther Vial. Not Kiki, Pestermite or Exarch. Alright, this is At least we have a Vapor Snag for whatever, if he tries to jam Kiki next turn. This guy's got all the tricks. Okay, well, we get to slow him down on red mana, hopefully. So let's go ahead and try to do that. It'll keep him off of Kiki for a while, basically. Remand. Oh, God. Well, if he goes for Kiki next turn, we can Vapor Snag it, and then Spreading Seas hopefully won't be able to recast it. Let's see. No red land. This dude's gonna get me, though, with these little guys. All right, so any more Exarchs or anything? Nope. There's another island. I don't think we can tap out here because we've got a Vapor Snag, and yeah, we can keep interacting here. I'm gonna try to take him off red mana a little bit more. What's happening here? Remanding again. I'm gonna play it again. Although, should I play it again? It does take him off Kiki, right? And it seems like that's the plan that they're on, and it seems, well... do it if he has, let's check his graveyard. If he has another, well, that was 2 remands. He could have more counter magic. He could even have like a cryptic. Do I want to hold up Vapor Snag or go for Spell Pierce here? I mean, Spreading Seas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go for Snag next turn, he can remand it, and I can still cast it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we can play defensively here. I don't want to lose the combo by tapping out when I have interaction in hand. All right, you gonna do it? Well, there it is. It's gonna make me have it. Maybe not. All right, this is where we bring in our master. We're going to throw one of our guys in front of Snapcaster. Looks like he didn't have the Kiki, right? Because you go for it before combat. All right, let's get rid of the Snapcaster, slow down the opponent's clock. All right. Maybe he's just holding up a bunch of cryptics. Cavern of Souls is kind of cool, but unfortunately, I'm still on the interaction plan here. Don't even know if I want to run this cavern out at all yet, into like Field of Ruin or something. So let's start off with hitting the steam vents. He might, actually, you know what? If I want to resolve this, I should probably go to combat first, but yeah, I'll just get in with the elemental. Well, he's not going to tap my team down, is he? If I just get in with an elemental, I mean, this isn't very threatening. I don't want to fall behind on time, so I'm just going to keep playing. I'll attack here, and maybe flash in Master of Waves now, I guess. Just do a little bit more damage. Does it change my clock? I'm going to get a bunch of tokens. Probably doesn't matter. I'm just going to leave him in hand. Okay, his opponent took that. Let's go ahead and try to cast this Spreading Seas now. Okay, who's he bolting? My face? Okay, alright, he's going that way now. I can dig it. Pretty sure I have lethal next turn. I might as well play out this cavern now. Let's do some quick math. I've got 3 devotion. That's going to be 3 3/3s plus a bunch of other guys. 4 total. Actually, 5 total. So I'm pretty good. Snapcaster doing what? He's trying to burn me out, I think. Snapcaster bolt. Okay. Don't have any counter magic, so the bolt is gonna hit me. And let's see what he's got. Got it. Electrolyze, it's good. I could even snag this Might now. Alright, let's go to blocks. I think I might want to snag the Pester Might. Because he could have Bolt or Electrolyze or something. Let's do this. Alright. No damage from the opponent's creatures this turn, and we're cruising to win next turn. Well, unless he has Cryptic, right, which is always a pain in the butt. Alright, it's a land. I think we go ahead and play Reejerey here. We can get in with the team, I think. He lets me attack. Don't really care if he blocks one of the masters with a Snapcaster. Okay, so he's tapping my team. Oh, Pester Might. Right, because I bounced that thing. So, what are we tapping? One of these things. Okay, no problemo. Okay, so we attack. See what he does. Okay, flashing the other dude. It's already overkill, I think, but might as well make it more overkill. I don't know if the opponent's being sarcastic or not. Okay, so we beat Kiki Exarch in game 1. So what do we bring in for game 2? Bunch of relics seems good. Keep them off that Snapcaster value. Dismember is amazing for their combo. Echoing Truth is amazing. And Deprive is pretty good, right? We even get to keep AEther Vial in, so that's 12 cards in. What do I take out? I mean, Harbinger and Trickster are interaction, right? And we want to... So Reejerey is an easy cut. He dies to Bolt, he dies to Electrolyze. Spreading Seas is an easy cut. He's mostly working with red removal, I guess, apart from Cryptic Command. So Master of Waves seems good. I mean, we want as many bounce effects and sort of kill spells as possible, right? If he plays Kiki-Jiki, copies the Exarch, in response, we can flash in Trickster, take away Kiki-Jiki's ability, so even if he gets untapped by the new Exarch, he no longer will have his ability, so I think Trickster is good in the matchup. Cursecatcher on the draw. Oh wait, I won this game, so I can take out a land. That's nice. For those of you guys who don't know, the math works out that on the draw, if you go down to 19 lands, you're actually more likely to hit your land drops than when you have 20 lands when you're on the play. So it can be advantageous to cut a land when you're on the draw just to have more space. So still need to take out 6 cards. So on the draw, Cursecatcher is not amazing, and this is not a deck that wins with spells, it wins with creatures. So let's cut 2 Master of Waves. We're still going to have Island Walk. I like Cursecatcher here, though. Let's see. Maybe I cut Deprive. Oh, we've got the Deprives, and we don't need to race here. Yeah, so counterspell effects are good on Harbinger. I'll cut all the Cursecatchers, keep in the Master of Waves so I have win conditions. Alright, feel pretty good about that. Why do people feel obligated to say garbage like this? Well, this is a cool hand. And the opponent mulliganed. 3 pieces of interaction, 2 lands, Aether Vial, and Island Walk, so let's see what we can do. So he went to the bottom with his Scry. Let's see what he does with this here. Top, bottom, okay. Land is okay here. Just kind of want to stop drawing lands for a little while now. All right. All right, that was beautiful. What a draw. So we get to keep our interactive Merfolk in hand. I've been waiting for Trickster for so long, and this is the first time I have it in my hand. It's kind of exciting. We've got Cavern against their counter spells. Relic is pretty cool. But we might just want to put the pedal to the metal here. I have access to Island Walk. So I took out all my Cursecatchers, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. So Aether Vial on 1. Maybe we can bluff it. The opponent wants to go for Electrolyze here. Okay, Flame Slash. Is he short on lands? That would be awesome. We're just gonna go to town here. I'm definitely gonna get Relic online here because he's got some good stuff in the graveyard. And since he's low on cards after mulliganing, it's going to be really extra good to keep him off of graveyard value. Another Cavern. This just keeps getting better and better. Though, you know, I really didn't want to draw lands so much. Let's see. Do we want to keep up Relic to crack at this point? We don't have a lot of creatures really to to attack with. All right, so I'm definitely going to play a Relic here. The Relic. If the opponent remands it, it makes my decision really easy. I'll just replay it and have mana up to crack it. Okay. The question is whether I want to commit a body now. Or do we want to let the opponent sort of snap Flame Slash? Maybe I just crack this thing now. I think I can wait. I'm just gonna chill. Okay, 4 lands, turn 4. Now what is Flame Slash exactly? It's only to a creature. So I'm gonna activate this thing on the opponent's end step. Keep him off that value, draw a card. Aether Vial is a terrible draw. I think I'm going to go with Harbinger here. Easier to cast Trickster with Flash. He might Pestermite my my Vial. So let's get Harbinger on the battlefield. We can cast the Lord during our turn. Leave up mana for Echoing Truth. Leave up Vial for Trickster. Okay, well, the guy's got some spells. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, so we can't be too defensive. I need to play Lord here, and I'll just leave up AEther Vial. I could play another AEther Vial, but I'd rather leave the 2 mana up. I'm not sure if I'm just playing too conservatively in this game, but just doing what I can. Here's Snap, going for the Bolt. I guess that's okay, right? Deprive would be good in this spot because we can counter the Snapcaster Mage. Do we want to Echoing Truth our Lord? We've still got Trickster for interaction. Island Walk is really, really good in this matchup. Yeah, maybe we use Echoing Truth. We've got so many bounce effects. We've got 2 more Echoing Truths in the deck. Yeah, let me save this guy. Maybe he's just going to Kiki Snapcaster now, which would be pretty gross. All right, so effectively countering the Lightning Bolt in a way, I guess. Opponent's now got 3 cards in hand. Do we play around Electrolyze here? Yeah. Ugh. It's so passive, but I think I want to do it. All right, so he didn't hit his 5th land, so this might be time to sort of go a little bit crazy on this guy. I think we do it now. All right, we got away with it. So he's going to Pestermite and then hope that he draws into a 5th land. Okay, well, he doesn't have 3 red. I don't have lethal on board. Even though the Lord doesn't do it this turn. So we don't have Spreading Seas. We have Trickster now as interaction, which is great. It gives us a time on the turn on the combo. So no. Silvergill is pretty sick. I'll go to attacks first. Or do I think I bring in Silvergill first to sort of know what I'm dealing with. Maybe like Deprive or something like that. Another Silvergill. Not gonna, well, I guess I can go with that. He's not gonna tap any of my lands. Just go to combat. Okay, so hopefully he just takes 12 here. Looks like that's what's happening. Now we can't tap down any of my lands right now. So I think I should go for Silvergill here and reveal Trickster. Could have tapped differently, but wanted to leave up Cavern so that Trickster will resolve. Okay, so the opponent conceded. Let's see if any has the other sarcastic things to say at the end. So, deck felt really good. I guess this is a good matchup for us. Again, I'm loving Deprive. It can counter anything. It can counter a Kiki-Jiki. So going into my next turn, knowing that I have Deprive, I would definitely want to leave up this 2 blue mana. Head AEther Vial for Trickster, which would have tapped down Kiki-Jiki after its first activation, so that when it untapped with Pestermite or Exarch, it wouldn't have had any abilities to continue the combo. So yeah, Trickster feeling like a really good addition in this first match because its interaction was really relevant. So that's round 1 in this competitive league. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Please let me know your thoughts. Please check out my Patreon page. And I'll catch you guys in the next video where I'll be going into the second round of this competitive league. I'll see you there. Bye.